Hello everyone. In this video we're going to figure out how to increase our ranking by gaining points. I'll also show how in certain circumstances your points may fall. There are three basic ways that points are determined, with different ways of calculating for each of them. Let's start with the easiest, which are the points gained from battles. They actually tie into the points you see after every battle. You simply take that number and divide it by 50. So for example, in this battle I earned 92,340 points. So my ranking went up by 1,846 points. Let's see it one more time. Here you can see that my total ranking points are 147,841,075. I complete another fight, earning me roughly another 1,800 ranking points, and that's how many points I've increased by. The next way is by using goods throughout the game, such as on the research tree, or placing great buildings, negotiations, and donations to the guild treasury. The one thing that does not get you points is trading. This is because it would be too easy to trade goods back and forth, racking up as many points as you wanted. Calculating points for goods being used is slightly more difficult because it depends on the age that the good is from. For example, Iron Age goods are only worth 3 points, while Future Era goods are worth 21. Here it shows that I still have roughly 147,843,000 points. I'll then go to my guild treasury and donate 1,000 of one of the Future Era goods. And now my points have risen by 21,000. This brings us to the last way that points are determined, which is based on the buildings that you currently have in your city. Similarly to goods, the age of the building factors into how many points it gives, with higher ages giving more points. Among other reasons, I think that this is a key point to why most players at the top of their world are at the very last era. Here's an example of how buildings are calculated. First, I'll place a larger building, taking up a 6x3 space. And after placing it, I'll receive a good amount of points, about 30,000. Then I'll place a 2x2 building from the same era, which will only give me 6,000 points, getting me to 147,870,000. Lastly, I'll put down a 2x2 from a very early age, and I'll get practically nothing for it. Now here's where it gets interesting though. Note that I'm currently around 147,870,000. I will then sell all of the buildings that I just placed, and my points have dropped by the amount that they were worth. This happens for any building that you remove from your city, even great buildings. Speaking of great buildings, they're calculated slightly differently. Each new level of a great building gives an additional amount of points to the base calculation we just covered. The additional amount is 15 points per forge point it took to get to that level. As a simple example, we'll look at the Space Needle. It will take 270 forge points to get to level 4, so it will reward about 4,000 points. Meanwhile, the Arc will take roughly 7,100 forge points, which will equate to over 100,000 ranking points. So if you want to gain a lot of points quickly, just find a great building that needs a lot of forge points and just keep leveling. Or, try to get some higher level goods and donate them to the guild treasury. Or you can just go crazy with battles. It's up to you. That's the end of this video. Thanks very much for watching. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them below. If you enjoyed the video and would want to see more, please like and subscribe. And as always, keep on jamming.